I have done my research on personalized learning and active learning. I believe both of those concepts go pretty much hand in hand. Um, First of all, let's start with what is personalized learning. Well, personalized learning is when instruction meets the needs of individual students. Some of the components of personalized learning are having customized lessons, customizing those lessons for specific learning styles of individual students, and also keeping in mind interests of students. What progress the student is making, you might need to adjust what you're doing based on if the student's making progress or not, and if the student has mastery of the topic. In order to effectively and efficiently create a personalized learning environment, there are two main components that were found, and that is the use of technology and active student engagement. In a study done by the District Reform Support Network, the U.S. Department of Education provided funds to 4 school districts to do a study on personalized learning. One of the districts decided to focus on a blended learning environment. Blended learning is when they incorporate small group learning, the collaborative learning between students, and individual learning with technology. Students receive small group instruction from their teacher, so it's direct instruction from their teacher, and the students will work collaboratively with classmates, and they will also use digital content to work independently. Another district decided to focus on professional development for their teachers, using technology anywhere and anytime, and having their students be college and career ready. Another district focused on also professional development for their teachers, as well as using technology anywhere and anytime. They focused on shifting the teacher's role from teacher to facilitator, and renovating the learning environment to fit students' needs, and data-driven instruction, and also being college and career ready. The last school district focused on the personalized interests of individual students, personalized learning plans for individual students, real world problem solving to make learning stick with them, using data to drive instruction, and having a large flexible classroom where they had 3 teachers with 60 kids instead of the typical 20 teachers with, one teacher with 20 kids, and worked in groups within that classroom. So active learning is instruction actively engaging students to make learning meaningful. There are a lot of the same concepts that go along with active learning and personalized learning, such as making learning collaborative, so having students talk with each other and learn from each other. Also, blended learning environments, we talked about that already. Differentiation is big with both active learning and personalized learning, making sure that each student is getting what they need. actively engaging students. Real world application, this provides motivation and relevance to the material that the students are learning, and it makes it really stick. Having positive experiences. And of course, classroom management, setting clear expectations and having clear learning goals. Some tools that are good for both active and personalized learning are a Prodigy. It's a math game that you can create accounts for your students. And what I love about it is it starts with you can decide how you want to align your class. Do you want to give them a quiz on a set of skills? Do you want to give them the certain standards that you want them to learn? And then, so they'll start with a placement test, and that'll place them in where they truly belong in the skill set that they are in. So they're truly personalizing it for the student. You can track their progress and see what their student comprehension is. You can see how often the student's using it and what topics they're covering. You can also assign certain curriculum and standards for your students to be using. And then it's engaging because the students get to pick a wizard that they get to play with and get to dress it and have wizard battles. But then they're also doing math facts. So they earn coins to buy outfits for their avatars as they're doing math facts. And they get to play with friends. It's collaborative. They can play against friends. They can compete with each other in the class. Another tool that I love is Nearpod. Nearpod is a presentation that you can put together and do with your students. You share a code with them. They do it on their own iPad. I love that you can either do a student paced, so students can do their individual pace of the lesson, or you can push out a live lesson where you are controlling the entire pace of the lesson. Here's an example of a lesson on Nearpod for solids, liquids, and gases. It starts by giving the students the learning objective so they'll know exactly what they're going to be learning that day. And discusses a little bit of vocabulary. This is what I really love about Nearpod. There are interactive simulations. I'm looking at solids, liquids, and gases. I can see when those particles, when I heat them, what happens to them. I can actually manipulate this. When I'm cooling them, they get more solid. When I heat them, they kind of spread apart. And they get to actually see what happens to the different molecules. You can record what you are observing directly on Nearpod. There's also a collaboration board. I'm going to skip to that. Collaboration board where all the students can type up their own thoughts and they'll go on this board and it pops up on everybody's screen. So it's really great for collaboration as well. I hope you learned a little bit more about personalized learning and active learning and some of the great resources that can be used to actively engage students.